my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an autumn essentials video. I did something a little bit like this last year and it was called Embracing Autumn, and you guys seem to really like it. So this year I thought I would do an autumn essentials video where I talk about some of my favourite things that I love around autumn time and some of my autumn essentials, as the title would imply. I absolutely love autumn. It's one of my favourite times of the year. I love the colours, I love the smells, I love the food, I love Halloween and bonfire night, and it's just the season where I feel that I'm in my element. I love the season and I love everything about it. I love the changing leaves, I love collecting conkers, I love carving pumpkins and watching Hocus Pocus. It's just my season. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I thought I would do an autumn essentials video. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk about a few different things. So I've got some beauty products, makeup, I've got some skincare to talk about, I've got a few candles I want to mention, a few fashiony items. So I'm going to split it up into a few different sections, but hopefully you guys will find something that you like and something that you can use this autumn tide. So without further ado, let's get into the video and get all autumnal. Okay, so the first category I'm going to start off with is candles. Now, in autumn time, one of my favourite things to do is to listen to a good book and have a scented candle in the background. First candle that I want to mention is Fireside Treats. Now this candle I have bought for quite a few years now, every single autumn. So this candle has been inspired by the idea of toasting marshmallows by a fire, and that's where you get those really sweet undertones of like a marshmallow kind of scent, but then you get that smell of burning wood, and I absolutely love this. I love sweet fragrances, but then I also do like woody fragrances. I go through these quite quickly during autumn, but then I only usually buy them in autumn winter because I try to associate this scent with autumn. I don't want to get it during the springtime because this is a very personal fragrance and I love it around autumn time. So if you haven't tried it, I recommend it. It's a really lovely fragrance and it's just one of Yankee Candle's cult classics, and for good reasons. It smells absolutely amazing. So the next candle I have to show you is the Dytique Amber candle. This is a little baby size because I've got this from a set that I got last Christmas and I've been saving it for autumn, but I absolutely love this fragrance from Dytique. Now this is made with vetiver. It's also got patchouli in there, which is very relaxing. It's got some aniseed in there and it's got amber, and it's also got a little note of tonka in it. So I absolutely love those kind of fragrance for autumn, especially patchouli and tonka, and I just think this is a beautiful fragrance. It's very spicy, a very spicy blend, but it's also very relaxing. So if you want something to use in the evening and you want to unwind, but you also want something that's got a very relaxing element to it, but is also spicy and nice and befitting for the autumn, I feel that you would like this. I certainly do because I love tonka. Tonka's very similar to vanilla, so it's sweet with the patchouli and the tonka in there, and also the aniseed, but then the amber gives it that more of an oriental spicy note to it. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm going to burn this tonight because it's gorgeous. Now I want to move on to skincare because I feel like during the autumn months our skin does take a little bit of a bashing. The harsh wind, the change in temperature, the central heating that we have to whack on because it's so cold outside, everything about autumn, even when you're walking outside and you get a log fire burning and all the smoke comes out of a chimney, they are all environmental aggressors. They're all very bad for your skin. The change in temperature really can put your skin through its paces, and it can leave your skin feeling very dry, very irritated, very red, very dull, and just very lifeless, which is not what you want during autumn time. You want the skin to still look glowy and fresh and dewy and healthy, and to actually be healthy as well. So during autumn time, it's very important that we're putting hydration back into our skin. Even if you've got oily skin, you should be still putting something with hydration into it, because the change in temperature will make your skin a little bit more drier. So always remember, the safe word of autumn should be hydration, and should be about soothing and repairing your skin and replenishing it and giving it the nutrients it needs to restore itself. So I first of all want to start off with a face mask. This is the Oatifix face mask from Lush. Now this is made with oats. It's also got banana in there, and it's a really moisturising, nourishing mask for your face. It's very gentle because the oats in there are very mildly exfoliating, but they're very soothing. They add a lot of moisture back into the skin. This is not a harsh mask at all. It's very good if you have dry skin or sensitive skin, or your skin's getting a little bit flaky and you want something to just soothe it and just calm it down. I tend to get it out during the autumn months because I feel like my skin does need a little bit more help. It needs a bit more moisture, and this one's really good for that because it's really soothing and softening for the skin. Another face mask I want to mention is the Origins Drink Up Intense face mask. This is the overnight version, so I absolutely love this because I put this on in the evening before I'm going to go to bed, and after I've cleansed my skin and put a toner on. It gives your skin a really good moisture boost, and it is essentially like a drink for your skin. So put a nice amount of this onto your skin and your skin will literally just suck it up, and it will draw it in and it will use it to repair your skin. And it's very good to put on overnight treatments, serums or masks on in the autumn, especially in the evening, because in the evening your skin repairs the most of the damage that's been done throughout the day. So the evening time is actually when your skin is going to be repairing itself, so it's really important to give it what it needs to help that process along. So I absolutely love this mask for that reason, and it's really good to help nourish the skin and moisturise it. It's packed with ingredients, it's got loads of fruits, and it is really moisturising and beneficial for the skin, and it really does give your skin a well needed boost of moisture. But of course, let's not forget our lips, because our lips do need a lot of moisture during the autumn time. So one of my favourite lip balms for the autumn months is the Nuxe Reve de Meil lip balm. Now this is made with things including honey, vitamin E, shea butter and almond oil, so it's really nourishing for the lips, and it packs in a lot of moisture in there. It actually allows these active ingredients to actually absorb into the lips and actually start repairing the damage. So I love this one for that reason. I have to say the smell of this is beautiful. It's also really nice to put underneath your lip products, so if you're maybe going to be putting on a lipstick throughout the day and you want something to hydrate it, this is a really good one to go for because it leaves a lovely protective barrier over the skin of your lips. It's really good. And I just absolutely love this one. I've been using it for a while now, and I think it's one of the best lip balms I've used, and I have to say it's really moisturising for your lips. So if you suffer from dry lips, cracked lips, chapped lips during the autumn, I feel like you would like this one and it would benefit you. Of course, during autumn as well, it's important to give our hands a little bit of TLC, and my favourite hand cream is this one. It's the Mercier Creme Brule hand cream. I like this one because it's got a very thick consistency, and it really does give your hands a really good moisture boost, and it really does quench your hands and give them a lot of moisture, and it's good for any like dry patches like on your knuckles or anything. But I also do like it because of the smell, because it's this really rich, warm, sweet fragrance. I just adore the Creme Brulee range now, and I like it for a very personal reason. So my best friend Charlotte, who was here on YouTube, I'm sure you all know the story about me and Charlotte, this was her favourite hand cream, so it's a very personal one for me because it reminds me of her, and she loved autumn too. It's also just a beautiful fragrance and just something that I like to have in my handbag. We all need a hand cream in our handbags during autumn time. It's really important to keep those hands moisturised. I also have a moisturiser to mention. This is the This Works In Transit Camera Close-Up, and it is a face mask, a moisturiser and a primer rolled into one. Now this is extremely moisturising for your skin. I don't tend to use it like any other times apart from autumn and winter. It's got things like argan oil in it, it's got starflower oil in it. It's a very rich formula, and it's very hydrating to the skin, and it's great, but it is incredibly moisturising. It does leave a little bit of a deposit on the skin, which is great during autumn because you need to have a bit of a protective barrier between your skin and the environmental aggressors like the wind. So I tend to get this out in the autumn time, and it's nice because it gives your skin this really dewy, fresh look. It's great if your skin's looking a bit tired, perhaps if you've been out on the night out the night before and you need to give your skin a little bit of TLC. This is really good to use, and it really does make your skin look lovely and fresh. I'm actually wearing it today and I love it. And yeah, I mean, it's just great if you don't have time in the morning but you want to give your skin a little bit of a perk and you want to put on like a little face mask. You could use this because it's also got a face mask in it, so it's a face mask, a moisturiser and a primer, and it's also very time saving as well. My last skincare product I want to mention is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Now when I got given this for my birthday earlier in the year, I was kind of like, I want to like you, but then I don't want to like you, because if I like you I'm going to have to fork out £75 to buy you again, and like if I like you then great, but if I don't then obviously I won't have to pay the money again. But what do you know, I love it. I absolutely love this stuff. It has got hyaluronic acid in it. It actually helps just stimulate the skin cells' natural turnover time, so your skin's able to renew itself and repair itself, and new skin cells can form more quickly with this. It's also got rosehip oil in it, and it's got all these really nourishing, moisturising ingredients that plump up the skin. It's got an SPF of 15 in it as well, and it's really important during the autumn time that you are using an SPF, whether it be in your moisturiser, your foundation, your primer, whatever, because The UV rays are still prominent. You can still fall prey to the UV rays, even though you don't burn, you still age under UV rays. So you still should use an SPF all year round, not just in the summer. So this one for me, I have to say, it's a good all-rounder. It's moisturising, it puts life back into my skin, and it's just a great one to use during the day when my skin's just looking a little bit worse for wear. And it really does keep the moisture going throughout the day. I've not had any problems with dry skin with this, and I usually get dry skin around my nose during this time of year, but since I've been using this, I haven't had that at all. So I have to say, I love this, and I'm gonna have to buy it again just because it's so good. Now I'm going to move on to things like makeup and some nail varnishes and things that I like to use during autumn time to make myself look a little bit more half decent. So I'm going to start off with some nail polishes actually. I went out the other day and I was having a little browse at the new ranges of nail polishes in Superdrug, and a brand that caught my eye actually was Essie, and they had brought out a range of new autumn winter nail polishes, and two in particular I wanted to get was one called Playing It Coy, and this is a really beautiful burnt orange shade, and you know me, I love burnt orange, as you probably can tell by my nails, which is actually the same colour as this, and then my little headband I've got going on. I love burnt orange, and this is just such a beautiful shade for autumn. I've never had a burnt orange nail polish before, she's actually surprising because it's my favourite colour. And the other one I have to show you is Now and Zen, and this is a really beautiful muted grey colour with a little hint of green running through it. It's so pretty, and I think this one would look really beautiful if you was wearing like a lovely white knitted jumper or like an oversized jumper, something like that. I just think it would really complement the look. I love these two colours for autumn, and if you're looking for some new nail varnishes, I'd recommend Essie because they've got some beautiful shades this year for autumn. So now I also want to mention a blusher palette. So I feel like during autumn we put away the corals and the more warm toned of blusher, and we go towards the pinks and more colours that have got a bit of a pink tone to them. And this palette I've been loving this month. It's the Makeup Revolution blush palette in Blush Queen. Now I like this because it's got an assortment of rose gold tones in it, and actually rose gold for autumn is a big trend, which you'd have seen if you saw my recent makeup tutorial that I did on plum and rose gold makeup. I'll link it down below. I mentioned that rose gold is a big trend for makeup this autumn, so I feel this is a good way of saluting the trend without spending a fortune, because this was £6 and you get 8 blushes in it. That's barely £1 per blusher. That's great, and their products are really good quality. I love Makeup Revolution stuff. They're a really good drugstore brand and I love them, and you get a nice assortment of different colours in there, from lights to really like deep pinks. So I feel this would suit a lot of people. Now moving on to eyes, I want to mention a palette that I love for autumn, and it is the Tarte Tartelets in Bloom palette, which I actually got for my birthday earlier this year, and I have to say I think it's gorgeous. This has got an array of matte colours in it. It's also got some shimmer colours, and they're like golds, and you've got some silvers, burgundies, browns, and I thought that this would be quite a versatile palette to use during the autumn months. I feel that a lot of people could wear this. The colours are very easy to work with, really easy to blend. They have got really good staying power and pigmentation, and I just really like Tarte shadow. This one's nice for all year round, but in particular I think that I'm going to be wearing this a lot through autumn, and I really like the shades, and I feel that they're really nice colours to wear during autumn. I think you can get a lot of different looks with this from day to night. I also want to mention two eyeliners that I love during autumn. Now I think I've mentioned these before on my channel at some point, and these are the Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencils. I have one in the shade Smog and one in the shade Roach, and they are both copper brown tones. I would say Roach is a little bit darker than Smog. Roach is a bit more of a, I would say even more of a deeper brown, but then this one's more of a coppery tone. I love them both. I think they're both really beautiful for autumn time, and just combined with a lovely gold eye, they just look really beautiful, and just like you're mimicking the colour of the autumn leaves. I just think they're perfect for autumn. Now I want to move on to some lip products that I love during autumn. Now for me, autumn is all about those berry lips, those plum tone lips, and that is the thing that I mostly love to get during autumn. I love investing in a new lipstick and trying out different shades for the autumn, because I feel like you can never have enough plum lipsticks during autumn. And a new one I've actually got this year is the Charlotte Tilbury Glastonbury lipstick, and it's one of their Matte Revolution ones. This is very dark. It is a beautiful dark plum colour with a slight burgundy tone to it. It's beautiful, and this one will just look really great as either a daytime colour if you're brave enough to wear it, or in the evening if you want something a little bit more dramatic. I like plums anyway, so I'm quite happy to wear a plum during the evening or the day. I'll go with whatever. I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks anyway. I feel that they're very moisturising for the lips. They don't apply patchy, they wear very well, they last very long. They've got excellent pigmentation and staying power. And for me, out of all the high-end lipsticks that I've ever tried, Charlotte Tilbury does take the biscuit. Glastonbury is definitely going to be one of my third favourites for autumn this year. If you're not the sort of person who likes to wear lipsticks and you want something a little bit more versatile or easy to wear, maybe for school or something, or you want something a little bit more hydrating, then certainly lip glosses are a great way to go, and you can certainly find some beautiful shades for autumn in lip glosses. One of them that I have to show you is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss, and it's in the shade Toasted Marshmallow. Now I would describe this as a red tone, but with a very strong hint of berry to it. It's more berry than it is red, and it's just really beautiful. It's a little bit more intense than some of the other colours that I had to show you, but I love this one, and I just feel like this looks really beautiful for the autumn, and it's a very good price point, like £5.50. So if you're on a bit of a tight budget or you don't want to spend a fortune on new lip products for autumn, then this would be quite a nice option to go for. But then I also do have this Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector from Clarins, and this is in the shade 08. I'm actually wearing this today combined with a lip liner from Primark in a berry colour. They're incredibly moisturising on your lips. This is kind of like a balm, but it's got the pigmentation of a lip gloss, so you get the best of both of this. It stays on very well, they last very well. They're great combined over like a liquid lipstick or a lip liner, or just easily worn on their own if you want to. But I love this shade because this is like a very beautiful berry tone with a slight hint of plum to it, and for me this is nice to wear as a daytime kind of colour if I don't want anything too harsh. Now lastly for beauty, I wanted to mention a Lush product. Now I love Lush's Halloween autumn range. I did mention this in my last video. I did a Lush Halloween and autumn haul. I'll link it below if you want to go and watch it, but I just wanted to mention this one because this is pumpkin. It's certainly one of my favourites for autumn. It's made with pimento berries, it's got cinnamon, and it's also got vanilla, so it smells like a pumpkin pie baking. It's beautiful. It's a very spicy blend, and I just personally feel like autumn is the time where you can have a good old Lush pamper session with a bubble bath and a book and a hot drink, and you're just in some autumnal paradise. Well, that's just how I feel anyway. Maybe I'm a bit of an old granny, but I like Lush pamper night. Who doesn't? Now I'm going to move on to some fashion items. I have a few that I wanted to mention in particular. The first thing is this scarf that I got from New Look in the sale last year. This is like a wool scarf, and it's got this like a checkered print on it, and it's in colours of green, burnt orange, and slightly lighter burnt orange, and also a little bit of cream in there. It's really beautiful. It's very soft and it's very warm to wear during the autumn, and I just feel like it's very versatile, and it just looks very nice during the autumn months with like a burnt orange coat or like a mustard top like the one I'm wearing now. And who doesn't want a scarf during autumn? I live in scarves during the autumn months. I've got so many, but this one for me has to be my most cozy one that I have. I love cozy scarves during autumn. Sticking with the theme of coziness and cozy attire, it's this cardigan, and it's made by a lady called Lou Tonkin, and she makes a lot of wool and like handmade things, so like decorations, brooches, like cardigans like this, and she kind of needle felts everything. It's this very beautiful jade green like cardigan, and it's got this little fox that's sleeping that's been needle felted onto it, onto the top right hand corner. And this is a cashmere cardigan, so it's super soft and warm. I love foxes during autumn, and this is just so cozy. And I'll link her Facebook page down below if any of you want to go and have a look at her stuff, because she's amazing, and she does make a lot of things, but she also can bespoke custom make things. This was custom made for me. Now I also just want to mention something else for autumn. Now this is if you've got a little bit of a creative streak in you, or you fancy being a bit creative, because my mum bought me this wicker basket bag from Primark for £1. I know, how amazing. And then she handmade this beautiful little bag charm for it, and it's these little acorns that have been needle felted, and then these autumn leaves which have been cut out and designed, and I just absolutely love it. I think it's perfect for autumn. If you like being creative during autumn, then why not? I feel like autumn is the time where you can be creative, you know. It could be a Saturday morning, you could be doing a bit of scrapbooking, or you could be making a little needle felted brooch or some decorations for Christmas time, and just be having a good old jolly time. So that's what my mum does. This is the fruits of her labour, so thanks Mum, I love it. So a final autumn favourite I wanted to show you is this pair of Hunter Wellington boots. During the autumn months, I practically live in Hunter Wellies because it's always raining in England during the autumn months. I just love my Wellington boots during the autumn months, and these are a pair that I actually bought earlier in the year. I got them during the summer sale. I found them on the website, and they are a pair of orange, burnt orange, Chelsea style Hunter Wellington boots. So they're like a Chelsea boot, but they are a Wellington boot. What an amazing idea is that? And they're just easy to wear, and they're just really autumnal, so I love them. I can't wait to wear them. I got them for £35, which is an absolute bargain. I was very pleased with myself when I found these online. I was like, ah yay, I'm gonna get them for autumn. So that was my autumn essentials video today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun filming this. I love autumn, and I hope I've inspired you to get some new things for autumn, or I've at least got you into the autumnal spirit for any of you who wasn't into the autumnal spirit already. So do let me know in the comments what your autumn essentials are, whether that be makeup, clothing, food, your favourite part about autumn, whatever that might be. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to my channel as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!